Good morning, family. This is Pam. Hey, today is September the 3rd, 2018. The time right now is 9:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm doing this video from Chesapeake, Virginia. And I'm doing this video, it's an urgent video because I had a dream this morning. I was up early. If you guys see my moon video this morning, about 4 something this morning. After a while, I went back to sleep, but I had another dream. And I woke up about... it had to be like 8:03, 8:10 or something like that. I immediately called my mom to tell her the dream. I literally woke up almost like gagging and couldn't breathe. Let me tell you the dream. And as I was telling my mom, I began to cry because something is about to happen. Now, some of you guys may look at this video and be like, okay, well, whatever, we'll see what happened. But I'm doing this dream just in case what I dreamt is about to happen. That way you guys can be warned. Please share this dream. If it doesn't happen, praise be to Yahuwah, because I'm praying. I don't know, but at least if something is about to happen, you have been warned. Okay, so anybody that knows me, probably really close friends and family, know that one of my gifts is dreaming. Yahuwah gives me dreams. I've had a lot of dreams where I have been warned about things that help us with things, tell us not to go certain places and something happens. Had a few warning dreams with my husband early on in our years of getting married, and something happened. He called, he said, babe, such and such just came, so I learned to trust my dreams. Sometimes I don't get full revelation of them for whatever reason. Maybe it's not time, but just to give you a background of why I'm doing this dream. Now, I've never recorded any of my dreams to post them public, but I think I need to make this one public. And I just realized what shirt that I grabbed to put on. The Chicago Bears, and you're gonna know why here in a minute. Okay, so in my dream, it was me and my family, me and my children. We were at our home, and it seems as I was in the kitchen washing dishes, and then I decided to defrost my freezer, but the freezer wasn't a freezer. It was almost like it was a shed, a type of barn outside, and I noticed that as I took a huge grill spatula, them an oversized spatula that you use for the grill, I reached up and grabbed it and began to, pull the ice up off the door, and then I realized what fell out of the ice was a phone. Those razor phones, like the little real thin Motorola razor phones back in the day, when you started getting cell phones and flip phones that were really, really thin. The phone was like that, but it was even more thin. It was almost as thin as a piece of aluminum foil, but it was a phone. It was the shape of a phone, and it was gold. And I looked at it just like I opened it up, and I'm like, wow, this is really thin. I was like, is this even real? And I put it to my ear. I was like, oh yeah, this is a real phone. And something was being said, and I knew that the phone was planted there for somebody to use. It was like a hidden phone. It was planted there, but it was also used as a bugging device to track what was going on in whatever location it was. And there was also some kind of box that was hidden next to the phone. And I immediately knew. I took the phone in my hand and I grabbed this little box, whatever it was, and I immediately knew I needed to get it to the president. I needed to tell the president, which is the current president, President Donald Trump. Okay, so I didn't know, how am I gonna get this to the president? Who would even let me in? Who would even believe me? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay. So what happened was the scene changed, and then I was in a different place, and it was like out in the open. It was almost like not a neighborhood, but it was like a business neighborhood with a main street. Like if you go into downtown Chicago or any main city, you got the shopping, the strip malls, and just shopping and coffee shops and stuff. It was like that, but the streets were kind of widening a little bit. It was spread out just a little bit. It wasn't as busy, but people were out there. People were walking down the street. Some people I could see, they were in their cars. They were parked. Seemed like some people was parked at a light. Seemed like some people were like parked on the side of the road, like they was waiting for somebody to come out of the store. They were sitting in there talking. And then I saw my dad's friend, Mr. Reggie, who lives in Illinois. He doesn't live in Chicago. He lives in Kankakee, Illinois. Now, I saw him and I'm like, am I in Illinois? I didn't think we were in Kankakee. It did not look like Kankakee, but I knew it was Illinois, and more so I was being impressed that it was Chicago, and I knew that I was in Chicago. And that's why I say, isn't it crazy? I didn't even think about what shirt I grabbed. I hopped in the shower really quick, cleaned myself up, and I grabbed the shirt out to put on. And I did not realize that it was, I realized what shirt it was, but it didn't dawn on me what this was until I was about to hit record for this video. So I'm like, okay. I was like, that is not coincidence. So, like I said, guys, please share this. And I'm about to get to what happened. So, please share this with people. And I'm really sharing this because I know a lot of people in Illinois. People that I went to school with, people that I grew up with, some friends. My husband has family there in that area, so just in case. Okay, so I knew I had to get this to the president, and I didn't know how, but I knew there was a plane that was coming in, and I wasn't exactly sure if the president was on the plane coming to this place in Chicago. But what happened was there was this doctor's office, and it was a really nice, it was clean looking, it was bright, and it was really like white. Not like white, but it's like, you walk in, it's like almost like brand new, new paint and everything. And the doctor, he came out and he opened the door for me. And right behind me, and I didn't know that there was this man behind me, and he was dressed in all white. I want to say he was in all white, almost like the Ku Klux Klan, and he even had something over his head, but it wasn't pointed like the Ku Klux Klan. He was not a part of the Ku Klux Klan, I don't believe. What I do believe is his skin was white, but I could tell he wasn't Caucasian. He was some other nationality. I don't, just because of his skin color and his eyes, his hair. I wanted maybe Arabian, but not really Arabian. It was like a mixture of something, but he had white skin, but he was not Caucasian. I don't really know what he was. Maybe like a cross between, like, I don't know, Arabian. I haven't really seen any Arabians that bright skin though. But he looked like that, but I don't really know. But anyway, he had on all white. It was like a sheet, but it was fitted like body garb or whatever. But the headpiece that he had on, it was more like a protection against any kind of gas or the elements out in the air. If you watch somebody like walking into a gas chamber or something, it was something almost like that, and it had a clear piece over the face, but it wasn't like attached. But I knew he had it there for protection, to protect from whatever was in the elements, or was about to be put in the elements in the air. Okay, so the doctor opened up the office. Actually, there were like the sliding doors when you walk into a hospital. So I walked in, the door slid open, but there was like another door with like a wheelchair ramp where the doctor came down. There was another door, and he opened that, and it was like he was waiting on somebody. He's like, hey, come on in, but immediately he looked like he was looking at me. He said, yeah, come on in. I'm like, I wanted to say I need to see the president, but it didn't come out of my mouth yet. But then that guy appeared behind me in the white, and he said, excuse me, we need to accelerate a body. But it seemed like when I woke up, I want to say, he said, excuse me, we need to accelerate 2 bodies. And I'm like, we need to accelerate 2 bodies? What does that mean? And I immediately knew like somebody was about to die. Like we need to accelerate the death of 2 bodies, and I'm like, 2 bodies, who could these 2 bodies be? And I'm like, but I knew the president was coming in. I'm like, what did he mean? Excuse me. And he said again, excuse me, we need to accelerate 2 bodies, and the doctor that opened door, he was standing there with the same smile, like like he didn't move. Was like, okay, come on in. I'm like, and I backed out. I was like, I'll come back. And I just kind of backed out, and I'm thinking, how am I going to get this to the president? And then a thought came to me. It's like, when you see the president, take a picture. I was like, I ain't taking a picture with the president. Somebody going to try to murder me. You know, I was like, I'm gonna give them this information in secret and be going about my business. I said, then my whole family gonna have to be relocated to a safe place. That's a thought that went through my head in a dream. But anyway, I backed up outside, and as I was backing up outside, I looked at the people, and let me move this chair. And I went outside, and it was almost like I was bracing for something. I was doing like this. I said, oh my God. I said, everybody get down. Something is about to happen. Something is about to happen. And I got down on my knees, like laying down, but I'm looking around. I'm looking for like snipers or some kind of gun or something, or some kind of bomb or something to come. I didn't see it, but I knew it. I could feel it. And I knew that this guy was up to no good. And there was another guy that went to the other end of the hospital type, and he had the same thing on with like a gas mask. And it was like they were up to no good. And I heard him say it again. He said, "We need to accelerate two bodies." And he almost said it just like that. He said, "Excuse me, we need to accelerate two bodies." You know, like they were about to kill somebody. But when I went outside, I knew what was about to happen. I was warning people. I was like, please, everybody get down on the ground. But I didn't know if that was the right thing to say, because I didn't know what kind of attack it was going to be. I didn't know if it was going to be snipers. I didn't know somebody was just going to break out and guns or whatever. I didn't, like I said, I didn't know if it was going to be a bomb. But what I think it was going to be some kind of chemical attack, because as I woke up, I almost couldn't breathe. It was almost like I was choking. I was like, and it was like I could smell something in the air, you know. So I immediately woke up and I called my mom, you know, and as I was telling her and how I felt when I first woke up, it was like I knew something was coming. You know, it was like people were totally oblivious to what is about to happen. Um, and the reason why I say I think it's going to be the Chicago area is because my dad's friend, Mr. Reggie, who happens to be a pastor, is living in Illinois. He lives in Kankakee, Illinois, but where we were at in the dream, it was not Kankakee, you know. And I just knew immediately in my dream it was Chicago. And like I said, I grabbed the shirt out to put on after I hopped out the shower, and I don't think that was coincidence. So I didn't look through what I'm wearing. No, I just grabbed something out my drawer just to put on, and it said Chicago. You know, I don't think that's a coincidence. So guys, I'm praying for the president. I'm praying for Illinois, the area of Chicago. I told my husband, I said, call your parents, check on your parents. I don't know if something's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be a chemical attack. But something that stood out to me is my dad's friend, Mr. Reggie. Like I said, he's a pastor. I know a lot of people in Illinois. Anybody else could have been in my dream, but it was specifically him because he's a pastor. Now, the more I think about it, I'm like, could this be an attack on the church? You know, just because of what Mr. Reggie symbolizes, you know, or is this going to be like a whole citywide, you know, and it could be an attack on the church. I'm not saying it is. I'm just thinking through, and I pray. I'm like, okay, Father, help me understand this. Give me an interpretation of this dream. What does this mean? I haven't gotten a full interpretation yet, you know, but I just want to share it just in case. So guys, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I can just feel it, like the feeling that I had. And like when I was telling my mom, I began to cry because I can feel it. I just know something is about to happen. It feels like this. You know how you're watching a scary movie, say with like Jason, you know, the Jason, like Freddy Krueger, but Jason or anybody, Michael Myers, whatever. You know how you're watching any kind of scary movie, and there's a scene where the people are in the house, they're having a good time, maybe they're washing dishes or they're cooking dinner. It's like la la la, going about life, talking, and the murderer is stalking around their house, and the music start playing like dun dun dun, and you start screaming at the TV, girl, get out of there, get out of there, you know, he out there, he about to kill you. That was the horrible, like urgent feeling that I had, like something is literally there, it's about to happen. I don't know what it is. I pray that I'm wrong, but knowing my dreams and some of the dreams that I've had, things of even on a national level that I've only shared with my family, but then we saw it in the news the next day. Even like some school shootings that I saw years ago when the school shootings started to break out. I began to share it with my family. Was doing like a family prayer line, and the dreams like kind of ramped up, and I would start having dreams about different things, you know, and then I would see it in the news, you know. So I just wanted to put this out here, you know, just to warn you guys who are in the Illinois, the Chicago area. I don't know. I pray that I'm wrong. I don't know how imminent it is. I just don't know. But I wanted to share it just in case. You know, like I said, there were some people in my dream. A lot of people actually got down there on the ground. Everybody's looking around. I didn't know what to tell them, but I knew something was coming. I didn't know exactly what it was. But some people, listen, a lot of people got down. And as we was down on the ground looking around, I'm thinking, I'm laying in the open. I was like, if somebody got a gun and they're going to shoot, I'm right here in the open. Should I hide behind something? Should I get under something? You know, but some people, they were hiding behind trees. They were like just on the ground just in case there was a drive-by shooting. Like I said, I don't know what is about to happen, but I feel so strongly something is about to happen, especially because of these two guys who came. And I only say it may be some kind of chemical attack. I don't know, don't quote me on that, because they had masks on protecting their face from any kind of thing. And when I woke up, it was like what is that? Smells like almost like trying to breathe in and get the whatever that was out of my system. Like, what is that? You know, so guys, I don't know. You know, so I don't know. You guys can brush it off. I don't know, but I'm posting this because it's better to be safe than sorry. So pray about this. Those you believers, I know a lot of people. I love you guys. Although we don't talk a lot, we may talk just about on Facebook. Please heed this warning, especially the believers. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe enough prayers it'll thwart this. I don't know, but I'm gonna I don't know. I just don't know. So I'm posting this just in case, okay? I love you guys. Be careful. Be prayerful. You know, we know this is the end time, the last days, and, you know, things is really about to start. It's really about to start getting bad, you know, especially with Russia and all this thing over Syria and just everything, you know. So share this video. If you have people, loved ones in the area, reach out to them. You know, ask, hey, is anything going on? I don't know. My husband called and talked to his mom this morning. We didn't go into a lot of detail, you know, but I don't know. I pray I'm wrong, you know. So and I don't know when the two guys in a dream said we need to celebrate two bodies. I don't know if they were particularly talking about the president, but I knew the president was going to arrive soon. So I don't know if they were saying accelerate two bodies. I knew when they said accelerate two bodies, I immediately knew they were going to be dead. They may not have been dead yet, but they were going to be dead. I think they were going to accelerate the death of two bodies. It's not really clear. He said accelerate a body or accelerate two bodies. You know, so it could be in between one or two bodies. I don't know, but I knew they were there to accelerate the death of one or two bodies. You know, whatever that means, whether it's, I don't know, because the president was coming. I'm not just going to assume, you know, or maybe people, the area in Chicago, or maybe it's just strictly an attack on the church bodies. I don't know. That part is not clear. I'm still praying. If I get any further interpretation, I'll do another video and I'll let you guys know, you know. So all right, that was it. Like I said, today is it's Memorial Day. It's September the 3rd, 2018, and this video's been going on about 18 minutes. It's 9:28 in the morning right now. So I love you guys. Like I said, please share it. You know, be careful out there. Be prayerful. Guys, repent. I don't know. We're not promised tomorrow. We're not promised our next breath. Like, anything could happen to us. Whether we go outside and we get into a car accident or a heart attack or anything, we just don't know. But just make sure that when it's your time to go into eternity, that you're good. Meaning that you have repented and that your eternity will be with Yahuwah. You know, with some people call him Jesus Christ. I just use his name, Yahusha, or Yahusha is Yahuwah in the flesh, okay? So repent, get your lives in order, get your houses in order. So, all right, this is it for now, guys. I love you. Bye-bye.